Hello,
Welcome. I was gonna say welcome. I didn't even know where that was from. Ooh. God damn.
You got a little.
Can't take the Goya out the beans sometimes. What up, y'all?
Waco.
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all? How are you, sir?
I'm all right, man. I just realized I'm a little hot. I guess this room is really boiling because it is cold like a motherfucker out
It's
there.
cold as hell out there. See, I got my boots.
Check out my sweats because it's cold. It's cold everywhere, and I wasn't feeling like. I was just like, I'm done. I'm gonna just put this on, and I'm gonna be good with it.
Bro, that's how I get dressed every day. All right, this is clean. All right. Kind of matches. Okay, let's go.
Welcome to PopNerdom.
Yes.
The show where Hanz and I sit down and talk about all that's popping in the nerd. Well, my accent is just crazy today. I was watching Dominican baseball last night, and
It's like 3 a.m, some shit, right?
but they have to cancel the game.
Yeah.
It started raining, but it's like Licey's gonna win anyways. I don't know why y'all wilding.
You know what's crazy though?
What's that?
I did tell you this because you're so. Ooh, it wasn't the chair. It would have been. Ooh, look at that! You even mess up the elf magic. But you're gonna need to center yourself, bro.
Because we're talking baseball, bro, and I'm a little tense.
But it's funny. Lo todo tan.
Duro.
Y que lo que yo te dije.
Duro.
I said I'm one of the only people that's an actual Toro fan that says it, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I don't. It's always the discussion is always Licey and Águila.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. It don't matter who's gonna play your team.
Oh, yeah.
Your team's gonna
Yeah, but we're doing well.
unstoppable.
But we're doing well.
Unstoppable. Like the Toros this whole year have been like bloop, bloop, bloop. Anyways, you're not here for Dominican baseball.
No.
You're here for some nerd shit.
Yes.
That be your boy Hanz right there.
Yes.
Look at him.
Me.
I'm your boy Six. And what we do is we sit here and we talk all this nerd shit and sometimes Dominican baseball.
Because it comes out.
It comes out. But that's why my accent thick as hell. So y'all gotta be ready for this. Get your SAP buttons ready. I'm gonna put subtitles on this episode for the first. Anyways, look, I really, Hansi and I, this show, I do another podcast and Hansi does a couple of podcasts. I don't know how well you prepare for your other podcast. This is my most prepared podcast that I ever do. Like I read stuff, I bring it in, we sit down.
It's because it's stuff that's easy to read.
Right. So like, and we're already reading it or trying to catch up with it. So like,
Yeah,
it's
we're
really
doing
fun
it throughout the week,
right. So it's
regardless.
kind of fun to catch up with. But there's something that I read today specifically that got me a little mad.
Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad.
My boys at Disney, the overlords of the universe.
For real. Yo, that's what the overlords. Yup. That's their code name.
Have been going crazy and buying all kinds of shit. Next thing you know, you're going to be owned by Disney.
I am for sale. I'm going to let you know right
Disney,
now.
Sorry. Disney right now. Come through.
I'm not that expensive, but I ain't cheap.
Well, Disney, who acquired Fox, not whom, they acquired Fox a little bit ago, because it's not a who, like it's not a person, but they acquired Fox a little bit ago, and now, notice that I'm saying Fox is not because of the news, it's because that's what we've called Fox for over 100 years. Fox Studios. Well, they're taking the Fox out of Fox and leaving it at 20th Century Studios. I don't know what to do with that. Because it just seems to me like Disney is just it's becoming a bully. Like Disney started fine, like buying Marvel was a lot of fun. Buying Star Wars was a lot of fun, Lucasfilm. But now they're becoming kind of like bullies. And I think that's one of the things that they acquired Fox now. And they have all these Fox things. And now they're becoming 20th century.
Well, if we know one thing, Disney does branding heavy. I.e. how they grabbed that beautiful work that Lucas did, and then branded their shit with all of their Disney convenience, just like they did. Well, they brought the Marvel to the forefront and all that other stuff,
right?
But
right.
it's still with their stamping. Like you taste, it still has,
a
the Disney
taste of
taste.
Well, later we're gonna talk about Black Widow, but I'm gonna talk about it now because when the second trailer dropped, I sent it to you, and the one thing that you said, you were like, yeah, and I said, the first trailer got me excited because it felt like a Jason Bourne movie.
Mm-hmm.
This feels like Mulan. Like it just feels Disney-fied. I don't know if that's an idea in my brain, if that's something that I'm thinking, or is the message in the trailer is more of like, we need to do good instead of like, we killers, let's kill. It's more like, we need to be nicer.
And that's the Disney flavor. Just when they're like, wait, hold up. It's like they give you that almost 14 to 17 range kind of, but then they pull it back to G, bro. They go to G sometimes, man, and I guess that's why they're able to hit such a large audience. But to the original point, the dropping of the Fox, I would too if I paid $7.3 billion, $71.3 billion for a thing. You getting out. You not Fox. Don't even mention that. I paid a lot of money.
And I understand that because it's about ownership, but that's what I mean about like bullying. Like it's like, I own you now, so get on your knees and suck this dick. You know what I mean? Like there's something lacking of easiness, and it just makes me feel uneasy. Like, all right, but you already own it. Why you gotta now like strip it of its identity? You know what I mean?
Capitalism, and like it's just, and it's crazy because it's like we're desensitized to stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like just.
Well, I'm not.
Like just see, it's like to me, it's just like that's just what happens in my era. You know what I mean? There was Singular at one point. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody thinks about Singular no more. There's AT&T. You know what I mean? Like those big mergers
like
of such large companies,
such a big, like absorption of something
of something that was an everyday, and then all of a sudden just.
Yo, take that mic out your face, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I can still hear you.
Okay.
You're like this. Like I can see your nose.
Yeah.
I understand branding. I understand also ownership. But I also feel like you bought Fox because it is Fox. You know what I mean? Like it's like you got this gigantic catalog. So what, are you gonna Disneyfy Aliens now? You're gonna Disneyfy Predator?
Yo, that's actually a very good question. Like, yeah, they got Die Hard, Home Alone.
Yeah.
They got like a really outstanding shit. But it's like
Planet of the fucking Apes. You're gonna Disneyfy Planet of the Apes now? That's about racism. That's about classism. Like you can't.
Honestly, now I'm thinking about this different because it's like they could. No, I guess 20th. But who knows? Maybe 20th century films, studio production, whatever the heck it's called. Maybe that's gonna be their avenue to. That's gonna be their HBO Max.
And but yes, but that's what I mean. Like you already have a brand name. That's what I mean. Like you already bought Fox, so you could leave it Fox and make that your thing, where you can be like, yeah,
we go hard here.
This is what we say, nigga. This is this is what we let it loose.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious for real. Yeah, they need that.
They need it.
They need that
because otherwise, look, you already have Disney to Disneyfy your shit. You Disneyfying Star Wars, fantastic, because it's supposed to be a kid's thing. So okay, you can Disneyfy it, and I can leave, but you're gonna have 40 billion people watching. I'm not leaving, but I'm saying I could if I got so bothered by it, right? You already Disneyfied Marvel, and that's also fantastic because Marvel's about comic books, and comic books, even though, look, my first two jobs, proper jobs in my life, were in comic book shops, and I can tell you with certainty, 1998, there were no kids buying comic books, none. There was no like 10-year-old buying comic books, not one.
And look what they did for the game, basically.
And so you change it for children, and that's great, but it's supposed to be for kids, even though your market is not kids. But guess what? Number one selling comic book, Marvel comic book of the decade of the 2010s, Star Wars.
Yeah?
In Marvel.
Wow.
So I'm telling you, Marvel has this, they have it right. They really doing it right for that branding. But you already have that brand and that branding to do that. So why do you have to touch Fox for that for?
But there are still entities of Fox that are surviving, like FS1. They didn't buy all of FS1. They didn't buy any of FS1. I think they retained
The sports,
and
the news.
So the fact that it's still a Fox News or a Fox this, I understand.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I mean.
You want to separate yourself from
exactly
those things,
from those things because they still associated, even though it's just an extra click. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I thought it was Fox. Okay.
See, now you changed my mind because that actually makes a lot of sense because I've forgotten that they still keep Fox News, the super Republican Fox News network, not Fox News like Fox 5 here in New York, but Fox News like the Fox News network,
like the corporation, right, like the powerhouse.
So that does make more sense. I didn't think of that, and I apologize, Disney. It's my bad.
Overlords.
But I think it seems to me like that branding, it's so interesting because Fox News, FS1, only exists because Fox as an entity that came from movies had a strong name behind it.
Yes, that brand.
So, right, it's branding on its own right. And so you bought Fox because it's branding on its own right. And I can understand you trying to separate, but maybe everybody know, dude, look, we don't live in 1910 anymore. Everybody knows that Disney bought Fox Studios. Everybody knows that Disney bought Fox Studios. It doesn't make a difference. It just doesn't. It just doesn't make any sense to me that it's becoming, I feel like they're just more concerned about being Disney than they are about anything else. Look at these last couple Star Wars movies have been shit. Even though Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker already reached $1 billion. So are they really doing bad, those movies? I don't think so. $1 billion.
You can see, and sorry to cut you off, you can see where they sacrifice the art for branding. They do.
That's true.
And you can see that.
They always do.
And you can see that, and it bothers you it bothers me too. That shit bothers the hell out of me. That's why I call it the Disney convenience. It bothers the shit out of me that they do that.
Right. Well, I mean, like I said, this Black Widow trailer looked so good. It was fantastic. That first one. The second one, because the first one was Jason Bourne. She walks into a house, she fights her sister, and then it's the most Jason Bourne thing I ever seen out of Jason Bourne. And then, because John Wick, I mean, I won't even count John Wick, because John Wick is like exaggerated Jason Bourne.
Exactly.
It's like comic book Jason Bourne. But this here is like, all right, we're getting that flavor, and we kind of had it with Winter Soldier, but different flavor. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's do this. And then this new one is more like, we're family and we're going to save everybody else.
We were assassins, but now we're not assassins.
There's a new group of assassins coming out. We're going to play. And it's like, I don't know that, look, ultimately, do I matter? No. Because what am I voicing? Maybe 1-2% of the people that saw this and were bothered by it. Like 2% of the people that saw this maybe were bothered by it. And I'm voicing that.
2% of the people that saw it, 76% of the way.
But I feel like it's missing a mark, like it's missing like something that it could be a little bit better. And I don't know if I feel more uncomfortable because I feel like this is the start of something bad, where Disney itself is not going to realize that they're getting too Disneyfied, or if this is okay because, well, so what? It's still going to be good. Of course, I haven't seen it, so there's a possibility that it's going to be just as fantastic as everything else they've done. Again, I haven't seen it, but it gives me a little bit of pause to be like, I don't know that I'm happy with this. I don't know what that means, but I don't want things to be extra, extra,
Disneyfied?
yeah, extra cute, too much cute.
Make it gritty.
A little bit.
Now, yo, speaking of things to come, right? I was doing a little research, and you want to know what's the 2020 budget for some of these studios?
I don't think I do.
Yo,
Because I'm gonna get mad.
Disney, 1.5 billion
1.5 billion.
for 2020 for content in 2020 to be released.
I don't think that that's a lot.
HBO Max, 3 billion.
Yeah, I feel like that's more like, all right.
Well, Disney also has like Disney Plus has the advantage of quality over quantity.
But I'm saying like, listen, right? But you're right. They're doing better things at a smaller rate, but they still got Fox movies to make. Disney
No.
movies
But
to
I'm
make.
talking about these are just the app, Disney Plus app. Yes,
Okay.
Disney Plus app.
1 billion. That's not. I don't think that that's a lot, dude.
Peacock, 2 billion.
Yeah. Well.
Hulu, 3 billion. Prime, 6 billion.
Wow.
Apple, 6 billion.
Jesus.
Netflix.
Who's watching Apple?
They're planning on a lot of people doing it.
All right. I'll watch it for free.
Me too. Who got the hookup? Let me in. Let me
Talk
get the
about
password.
All kinds of
Let's
good
exchange.
shit.
Yo, I
Okay,
gotta-
all kinds of good shit in this podcast here for the 7 people that
Netflix, 15 plus billion. Because I say 15 plus because I saw 17, I saw
Yeah, I
18,
heard
I saw
17.
19. You know what I'm saying? Bro. But
7.
and whew, like let me think about it. But what I want to monitor this. I want to keep this list, right? And I want to see who wins shit. Honestly, because it's like, yo, I don't think all of them together make. Yeah, they do, but still barely. All of them, honestly, I don't think all of those apps are spending together what Netflix is spending.
That sounds desperate by Netflix.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading to. What I look at that and I'm just like, I'm not even lying to you. Ooh, that's a lot of garbage coming. I don't know why I feel like that.
Do you think that they're drowning yet? Or
Yeah.
you think they're doing good? You think they're drowning already?
They're I don't think they anticipated these old fucks in the TV to be so quick, because they're not, but they are, to app. You know what I'm saying? And app exclusive, because they were doing the app. The apps were there, but it was just a few episodes, and then you had to watch it on the TV. It was maybe a season, but it wasn't the complete series. You know what I'm saying? And it was never ever just original shit just for the app. You know what I mean? I honestly, I really don't think Netflix was counting on everybody like seeing their vision. You know what I'm so quick, like these old money, because it takes long, just like oil to, you know, to electricity and things like that. You know, that old money, very stern, bro. They spend. I'm telling you. Well, the third quarter of, because I didn't check their fourth quarter numbers, but their third quarter of last year was the first time in 8 years that they lost subscribers.
Yeah, you told me that. Do you think? So, how much do you think Disney's responsible for that?
I would have to give it more to Hulu for
That Disney owns, so yeah.
yeah, no, but prior to prior to for them,
Because Hulu was giving you the chances to watch TV. Mm-hmm. So then that kills the whole anxiety of like, I'm not watching this or that. It's like, no, I watch it on Hulu.
Mm-hmm. So, but Peacock signed Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah.
No, but it's still this.
But it's something.
It's something. You know what I'm saying? Oh damn, that's what we need. We need to do like a little. We need to do like a episode where we go through who signed who, but this is like a free agency for 2020, and let's just see. You know,
let's just see what's gonna go where.
What's gonna go where?
What do you think they're gonna get out of that?
Because
investment?
I'll tell you right now, Peacock is gonna have themselves a good show with the Little Dicky show. Little Dicky is funny. His
Little
story
Dicky's
is
like
he's the Jewish rapper that's actually good. That's the crazy part. He's nice. And he don't take himself too serious. He's actually goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's gonna be a good show. I'm not saying it's gonna break records or anything like that, but that's gonna be a good show.
So that was a good investment, right?
That was a good investment.
All right. Well, let's see how it goes. I think I'm more afraid of the Disney power, but I think you're right. Everything is folding into itself, into being exactly what it used to be with a new facade. You know, like it's like the same engine on a new car. You know.
Yeah.
So like all of these things are part of the same machine that have been feeding itself since the early 1900s. Yeah.
And if this, well, I'll tell you off there, because that would have been it would have been a quota thing. This would have
shit.
It would have been a good one. Cause All
right. Let's blitz him then.
Yeah, baby.
That's the end of the video, and bye. Don't forget to subscribe. That's it.